Hello, hello. Let me see what's going on here. I hope everybody is having a good day. I see people, Melinda, hello, and Carol, hello. I'm so glad you're here, Carol, um, because actually, as you know, Carol, I drew your name for this card that we did, the twisted ribbon. And you said you emailed me your address, but I have looked everywhere and I don't find it. I can't find it. I have a Yahoo account and iCloud, and it's been a hot mess since Cox stopped doing their emails. But Carol, since you are here, could you please email me your address again? It's stamping with a G, stamping it up at iCloud.com, and I will get this card in the mail to you as soon as you do. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you're here. Also, we have our card from last week. Might as well just jump right into it. Actually, it was from 2 weeks ago. And it was this card here. And I showed you how to create all these labels straight up as a label or to layer them with colors. And so, Amy Davis, I drew your name for that. So if you would send me your address to this email right here, I'll go ahead and get this card in the mail to you too. So anyways, Kathy, I'm glad you are here. It is a beautiful fall day in Virginia too. I apologize I was not here last week. It's been, I expected to be crazy in the Magnus household, but we've been doing a lot of medical things. So thankfully, everything we have is treatable, but I broke a molar, so I had to make an appointment with the dentist. Very thankful. That the fillings in this molar have been in since my 20s. So if you can get 4 decades out of a filling, you definitely got your money's worth. And thankfully, it's not painful. But I'm waiting on that crown. I had a bump on my eye that wouldn't go away. That's where I was last Wednesday. I was able to get in to see my doctor. And then I would have been late coming back for the live. So I said, you know what? I need some self-help here. So I went and grabbed 4 of my 6 grandbabies, bought a round of Happy Meals, and then we played all day long outside. Because when you have weather like this, you have to get the kids and get them outside. It's absolutely beautiful in Virginia. Then this past Monday, I actually had my Mohs surgery, which is why you're not seeing me today. So you get to see my hands. Ta-da! They ended up taking the basal cell out of my temple, which was fine, but it was like a quarter size hole. So I went to the plastic surgeon and they did a skin graft off my neck. That was a cool experience. Thankfully none of it really hurt because they numb you up well. And I've got like half of a beautiful neck. I think my left side's going to look 40 because it's tighter now, and the right side's going to look 60. So I might have to figure that one out as I go. But I go Monday to have that taken care of again because they actually have to have a compression bandage that is stitched to your head. I would show you all, but I might have some queasy stomachs here, so we won't. But with a nice black eye, I thought we would just start right here today. But in all that, let me just say, I hope it did not sound like I was complaining because I'm not. Everything that we have going on right now is fixable, and I am so thankful for that. Just got to get it taken care of, which we are. So Melinda, I'm glad you are here. Going up to 75 today. Diane, welcome. Diane knows how beautiful it is in Chesapeake. Yeah, we are having a gorgeous fall. And that is my most favorite time of the year, I have to say. So what we are going to do today, if I even said, for anybody new watching, my name is Colleen Magnus. And today you are Creating with Colleen. So I come to you live every Wednesday at noon Eastern time, almost every Wednesday. Again, last Wednesday I didn't. Next Wednesday is questionable because Danny and I are actually going to take off and go to Lancaster, PA for 4 days. We have tickets to go see Daniel at Sight and Sound. We're going to hit the flea markets, eat some good food. So if I do come to you live, it will most likely be Tuesday night. We'll try a nighttime, see who's up and awake. But if not, I'll definitely see you after that. I'll keep you posted. So what I'm sharing with you today, I have been waiting a long time for this to come in because this hybrid embossing folder is what has been unorderable. This is an online exclusive. It is called Changing Leaves, and it is very, very popular. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you like it, which I think you will after you see what I do with it, It is on low inventory, so get it while you can. I'm sure they will keep bringing it back because it is very popular. But Gwen and Patty, hello. So I don't know if you could see this, I did go ahead and just take the pictures off of online, but I'll show it to you in person. But it is, again, the Change in Leaves Hybrid Bundle. And that is your number, 164139, and it sells for $54. And I just love the hybrid folders. They are a lot of fun. So what you get in the bundle, you get your changing leaves. The dies do actually cut these out, and they do more, which I'll show you. But the changing leaves are very cool. This is what the hybrid folder looks like, and it embosses beautifully. I'll show you that. But you can also cut at the same time, because you have this large die that coordinates with the folder. And then you have these dies here. So I really like when you have little pieces, detailed pieces that you can just cut out with your dies and put on there. And then of course, love that you have some labels to put your words in. So without further ado, let me give you your pieces, and I'm going to demonstrate actually how the hybrid folder works. So I don't know about you, I'm a visual person. I like to see it. So that's what we're going to do. Hey, Renee, good you're here. All right, so this here is 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Misty Moonlight, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4. This is 4 1/4 by 5 Balmy Blue. It's funny, I haven't showed you the card yet, so I'm rolling on this. Let me just keep rolling on this, and then I'll show you what it all makes. You're going to need 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4 inch basic white. You will need a piece of 3 1/4 inch square Misty Moonlight. Then you will need a 3-inch piece of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. And then you're going to need this label right there. So take your screenshot. I did already take a picture of it, but sadly I forgot this piece here. So here's your screenshot. I might even just take the screenshot instead of putting it all back together again. Okay, so we are going to go straight to the folder first so I can show you how that works. And let me show you the card. This is your card, and you can see this is embossed with just a folder. I'll show you that, but then I'm going to show you how you cut and emboss this one all at the same time. And then it opens like that. So I love this card so much. I did it with my stamp clubs, and then I made sure I cut extra because I did want to thank those who recently ordered from me. Thank you, Linda and Trini and Tammy and Lisa. I will finish your cards like this today and get them to the mail to you. Everybody who orders at my creatingwithcolleen.com blog always gets a thank you note and a handwritten note to go with it, because I really, really do appreciate your support. So let me see. So Gwen said she just ordered it. Gwen is in my Stampin' family. Yes, it is beautiful. And I've seen some gorgeous cards with this too. Never a shortage of ideas. Okay, so going forward, I am going to go ahead, since I have this done, and show you how I got the color of my leaf. Originally, I was going to take my blending brushes and I was going to do like Balmy Blue, and then I was going to come in with some Misty Moonlight, and I was like, that's a lot of, blending, which is fine, but why not start with Balmy Blue? So this is just a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece of Balmy Blue. And then I'm going to come in with some Misty Moonlight, which is a gorgeous color. And when I do this, I don't want to just make it so even. I'm trying to get some lights and darks, and I really want the Balmy Blue to show through some too. I'm going to use 3 blues on this. So I'm just going to splotch it in here, because again, I want the light and dark. To just have the Balmy Blue, if I cut it out of there, I think it would have just been too flat. So let's just grab a little of our color and put it in here. Okay, find that out. All right. So now I can go ahead and then I'll be able to cut this. So as I said with the hybrid embossing folder, this is your folder. Y'all know the trick to take the flap, how it normally goes over where it's sticky, and just fold that on the inside, because after about 4 times I usually tear it. Then I don't have an envelope. So when you fold that in, you can just go ahead and pull your folder right out every time. Just slides right in and out of there. So what I'll do here is I'm going to actually just emboss this. So since it's a 3D embossing folder, I can just put this in here, and the leaves are all random, so I can put it in any way I want. Let me grab my die cutting machine. So for this, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to use my #1 base plate, and then I'm also going to be using the 3D embossing plate. You do need this one right here with your 3D folders. So if I wanted it really straight, I've got a line I could put it on. But again, I just want a collage. So I can just put this in here any way I want to get the most, let me see here, to get the most of the leaves. I think that'll work out pretty good, like that. Always, always put your folded part when you're going through the embossing, the die cutting machine, always put the binding in first and never back up your folders. Because if you go through and then you come back, it can push these folders up and break that binding. Now, if it does and you're in the middle of a great project, throw some clear packing tape on there and hold it shut. But hopefully it won't even happen in the first place, because you always just want to just go right through. So I'll just go right through there. And look how gorgeous that is. It embosses nice and deep. And I think whether you do it this way or even on this side, I think you've got beautiful options with this folder. So now to cut and emboss, this is so cool. You're going to open your folder, and the side with the layer, you're going to put your dies in here, and you want to put it the flat side up against your die. And you just kind of move it around until it locks. See how it's locked in there? That's because this is the part of the folder where all your leaves are raised, and it can catch this. So then what I'll do is I'll take this with my color side, and I'm going to put it down over my folder, and then I'm going to close it. Now, a lot of times we want to flip our folder over, so that it pushes down when it cuts. It really doesn't matter. And I like to leave it up, because sometimes if you're not holding your folder tight and you flip it over, then this might fall out. So I know it's in there. It's going to cut just right. So I bring back my machine. Binding edge first. And again, upside down is fine. Put my plate in, and then when I push it through, watch how cool this is. Let me put that machine on the floor. It's in my way. Okay. Then when I pull this out, I've got that is embossed. And since I finally learned to put my paper the right way, so I'll at least get 2 leaves out of it. But technically you would get the 3 leaves if your paper was big enough. And you can see how they are embossed and cut all at the same time. So it really, really is a lot of fun. And then I'm going to bring it back here, and I wanted to still get a little more color in here. So I'm going to take my Night of Navy. And let me see. And I'm just going to come in here on my edges a little bit. And if you want, you can even raise these up a little bit, because I think what really makes it so pretty are the lights and the darks. Come in here. Kind of start off the edge there so I can get it just a little bit. So, yeah, I like that. And then if I want, I can even just make the stem a little bit darker. So that's how I get my variegated blue leaf. And then I can also take my Wink of Stella and come in here and just put some shimmer on this. And this is going to help your leaf be the star of your show. All right, perfect. So that is my leaf. So I was waiting to start my live. I thought, wow, you know, beautiful fall colors, which I absolutely love. What would they look like? So I did try some other fall colors. I did, this was Lemon Lolly, and I used Pumpkin and Cajun Craze. This only got part of that leaf. It was cut off from the paper, but you know, I'm just gonna, when I go to do this, I will just take my snips and come around, and then I'll have another beautiful leaf. So I thought this was pretty. That was with the Lemon Lolly, the lighter yellow. And then this was actually with, oh, it slipped my mind. It's right behind me. Are you kidding me? Let me see. It's across the room. Cannot believe I can't think of that color. Hold on. Crushed curry. My goodness, how do you forget crushed curry? Of course. So it's a little bit looking. This is a little bit deeper, but I think you could just do these leaves in any color. I mean, really. Take your greens. Stampin' Up! Has so many beautiful shades in all their colors. Thanks, Renee. That I think whatever colors you do this in, it's going to be awesome. All right, so let me come back to our card. All right, I'm going to put my leaf over here. So I have to cut my card front. When I do this, since it is an angle, at an angle, I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half. I'll give it a nice crease with my bone folder. And then since I'm cutting at an angle, I can just do that on my cutter here. I'm going to start at the binding part and come this way to the corner. So I can just line this up, put my point in the track. Alrighty. And then of course you'll want to save this for something else. That's a good size piece. I know, I love the folder too, Kathy. Carol, I'll let you know if it doesn't, but yes, it should come through. Let's see. So I have this here. Now for this piece, to match it, you know, this was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So just like if it was a regular card, make this, you know, 4 by 5 1/4, just a little bit smaller. But the cool thing is when I go to cut this, again, I just go point to point because it's already that 1/4 inch smaller. The nice thing is when I do this, is if this was a designer paper or something with a pattern, I wouldn't be able to flip because it was like this and it would be upside down if I flipped it. You really can get 2 cards out of this because both of them, when you turn it around, follows the same way. So I will just take my liquid glue because something like that, I want to be able to move and get it nice and straight in there. Come around. And I will open it so I can actually see where that triangle is. Okay. So I'll put this here. Okay, so who is new to this? Who has not seen this folder before? Or this thing? Because you know, the bundle, we have a lot of things on the online exclusives, and sometimes, you know, you just don't see them if you don't check it regularly. They are always coming out with new product. That is for sure. So I'm just going to put a little foamy mat down for my inside. I'm going to go back to that balmy blue because I like to pull that color in. And I'm going to stamp off because I wanted it to be dark but not too dark. So I will, oh, stamped right there, didn't I? Good thing there's 2 sides. That's why I love this craft so much. I get to do it wrong the first time and still get a second chance. There we go. Okay, so stamped that there. And the reason I wanted it lighter was because of the words I wanted to put in there. So I have my label, and the 2 sayings I am using One is you are amazing in every single way, and then a little note to brighten your day. So with the basic gray, I'm going to take a little note to brighten your day, and I'm going to put that on there. And we all know getting a hand stamped card always brightens your day. Always, always. And you are amazing in so many ways. And that's why I wanted it lighter, because I wanted my words to be on top and I wanted those to stand out. Okay, I'll close my pads before I put everything, put my fingers in it. Okay. So this will go on top here. And then here, I love the Country Woods designer paper. When I did this one, it was this side here. So it was more the grays. So it just made sense to stick with the grays. But the other side has a little bit of a yellow in it with the gray. So I'm going to try that side. And I think I'm going to like it. Y'all have to let me know what you think. Let me see. A little bit of liquid. Okay. Here we go. I just love it. I mean, I think it's good for masculine cards, nature cards, all of that. Hey, Mary, I'm glad you were able to join. So Renee has the bundle and she loves it. So Renee has the hibiscus bundle online. Yep, that's going to be a good one too. I mean, Stampin' Up! Is always coming out with awesome products. Lots and lots of products too. Okay, so when I put this on here, even though it's kind of going to be centered like this, I really do want to just put my dimensionals on this side. I really did want to pop it up with dimensionals. So what I'll do is I will put one in the bottom right corner, part of the way up in here. And that's pretty much just to anchor it, to keep it from moving around. So I will pull these right here. And then I'm going to get y'all's opinion as to whether you like the gray or whether you like this one here. Now for this, I meant to get my mini dimensionals, but I'm just going to cut some of these. Y'all do know you can use every bit of your dimensional sheet, which I hope you are. Or if you want to, you can go ahead and just cut them for a smaller one. I didn't need a big one. That would be like a total overkill. But I did want this to sit on there nicely. So if I take these off, 4, 5, here we go. And then I'm going to put this on here like such. And then for my note, since this is already popped up, I want it popped on this side, but not here. Otherwise, it would be more of an angle, a little bit of an angle. So I'm just going to take another little piece of that dimensional, and I will put it here. And then for this side, I'm just going to put some of my adhesive. So it's still going to hold there, but it's not going to, yeah, I took that off. Let's see. I like things to kind of hang over a little bit. There we go. So you have it open like that. And of course, we need a little bit of bling. Hold on. A little crooked. I can't have that. Not acceptable. There we go. 2 things. I need the bling. So I am using the Druzy. I had to look up what that was. It's very cool. It's like those crystal rocks. Druzy Adhesive Backed Embellishments. I'm going to take one of these. And I'm just going to put it in the top here so that I do have my little bit of a bling. And I told you with the dies, you have these fun little pieces that can add so much. So for that, I am just going to take some adhesive and I'm just going to put it on the back. It's so strong. And then tuck it in. I think it's easier sometimes to tuck it in, you know, after it's all put together. And then that, my friends, that is your card. So easy peasy. And again, I of course have to make another one because I have this which I'll use. But those are your cards for today. And again, this is the Changing Leaves Hybrid Embossing folder. So definitely a lot of fun. So what do y'all think? What do you think? You missed what I used for the layer behind the leaves. This is Country Woods Designer Series paper. This is in the annual catalog, Renee, and it's beautiful paper. It really, really is. But it can remember the Changing Leaves bundle, and I'm sure it's probably for that die, is available, but it is low inventory. So please, please, please take advantage of it while you can. Now for the month of October, thankfully we're not done yet. We still got a ways to go. We got a couple things. First of all, Stampin' Up! Has all their kits on sale for 30% off. And they came out this month with this awesome, it's a box that you can keep your cards in. It has dividers. It even comes with cards. So that's a good one to get, and just take a look at them. Again, these products are only found online. You're not going to see them in catalogs. So if you go to creatingwithcolleen.com, there you can click on any of the catalogs and see them. You can click the online button or the kits button and see all our products. And you can request my newsletter if you have not done that before. And you can place your order. So everything is done right there. But if you would, please like, share, you know, share my videos so that we can have more and more people watching. But the kits are 30% off. And also Stampin' Up! Has their starter kit on special. So you could actually get this bundle at a great discount because from now through October 31st, you can select $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Product that's in the catalogs or online, and you only pay $99. And the shipping is free, and you get me. I do a lot of fun things with my team in person and virtually all through the month. So I would love to have you join me. So, in fact, speaking of that, we have a on-stage event in March, and it's in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is close. So all of us are excited about getting together and going there. But you do have to be a demonstrator. It could be any level. But if you wanted to take advantage of the starter kit, then you also have a fun trip that you can attend. And the registration, I believe, is November 6th, 4th or the 6th. I've got to get that straight. But anyways, if you're interested in that, please let me know. Again, it'll be a lot of fun. But those are your cards. I hope you liked them. Glad you liked the card. Melinda, thank you. And Kathy, thank you. Thank you, Gwen. I love that you are all here with me every week. So I did miss you last week. But again, I'll try to come with you Tuesday night. But if not, just know that Danny and I have escaped. And we're just going to get away for a couple of days. So bless you all. Let me know if I can help you in any way. Again, everything can be done on my blog, and I'm always here to help you. You know that. So just let me know. All right. You all have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye. Where's the end button? Here we go.